Hello everyone, this is Bayonetta, infinite climax difficulty, no damage, pure platinum. And first thing we have here is a joy. And joys in this difficulty are annoying as hell. They dodge all the time and it's really hard to land any attack on them, especially with this key. And I don't know how to unequip or drop the key so I can use my normal attacks, though my normal attacks suck, so I'm not even going to bother with it. But as you can see, you just keep dodging. When she does that thing where she summons those feathers, is the best moment to attack because she will be stuck in an animation and you can hit her that way. Though sometimes she can dodge it, I mean most of the times, and over here you have two joys. And this is where the annoying thing starts. And thankfully, if you have the Gaze of Despair, which is the item that I talked about in the last video, that makes the enemies, angry. If you have the Gaze of Despair, you will receive more Devil Trigger magic or whatever it's called in this game, and even like you receive more when you dodge enemies and you attack the enemies. You will receive more of that Devil Trigger, and I'm going to take advantage of that to end the joys with torture attacks, because you have no possibilities of attacking or deal damage to the joys like good damage, because they are always dodging, they are always attacking, and enemies are incredibly aggressive in this difficulty and with the Gaze of Despair. And you might be asking why I don't unequip the Gaze of Despair in some parts, and I actually don't know. I mean, I explained last with this because I want high combo points because it's needed for this difficulty. But other part of me wants to keep it just for the challenge. And here we have our first half-time. And oh my god, this half-time beat me up a lot. That's why I'm using the pillow talk. I just want to end this really quickly, because I hate these half-times that give you restrictions. And the enemies here are so annoying, especially these flying ones. If you see a flying enemy, be sure to not do what I'm doing right now and to do a circle attack where you stomp the enemy so he can come down, because if they are in the air they will take a long time to attack you. And I'm failing right now. I think my analog is very sensitive because it's kind of broken, so I'm doing attacks that I'm not really meant to do. And look at this enemy. I'm losing a lot of time in here, and it seems that the half times on the infinite climax difficulty, the enemy placements are different. I think because I'm watching Seraphim 17's video as a reference for the verses, because I don't know where all the verses are, so I'm watching his video, and on his video the enemies in his half time weren't weren't these enemies, they were other enemies, and his half-time looked a lot easier on hard difficulty. So there's that, and I didn't see this enemy in his half-time, which is kinda sucks because this enemy is hard. Like, for a half-time where you only can damage enemies in witch time, they give you an enemy where you can't go into witch time very easily. Like, not at all, I think. I don't think you can go into witch time with this enemy. And it's really annoying, and just because the game gives you enemies with a lot of health, the time requirement, I did this without the pillow talk, but the time requirement, I got a gold, because the time is really tight if you do it with other not so damaging weapons, and especially when you're waiting for enemies to attack. So I'm going to use the pillow talk and just end everyone very quickly. And that's it. I mean, the enemies here are just so tanky. Like, there's two of these enemies are very tanky if you try to do with the other weapons. There's a joy. I don't remember very well what was in the hard difficulty, but I remember seeing enemies that weren't this tanky. It was like, I think it was the big, angel enemies, the normal enemies. No. But this was hard. This was the hardest verse in this chapter, in my opinion. And it took me quite a while. It took me probably 2 hours to do it. And it had witch time. But at the end I got it. And I mean, he used the pillow talk, you know. It's okay. I don't really mind. You know, I just want to get the no damage done. Though I think that I won't complete this project. So, but anyway, as you can see what I'm doing here, I'm going to be a lot in the air in this game because you are on the ground in this difficulty, and with the Gaze of Despair especially, you will get bodied. Seriously, the enemies don't give you any window of opportunity to attack you, to let you attack them. Sorry about that, and it's really annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the what do you call this? I forgot how you call this weapon in English, but I'm going to say the lasso, I guess, or how do you call it? I totally forgot the word in English, but I'm going to equip this weapon because it gives high combo points, especially when you lasso the enemies. And I'm going to the air, do this combo, and then do a B combo with the Kilgore, and it will drop a rocket, and the rocket damages a lot of the enemies, and it stuns the enemies. And I'm going to do that a lot. I'm going to create a window of opportunity for me to attack. It just means that I have to stun the enemies like this. I stun him and I could attack him like a bit. And the other way to create a window of attack is to grab the enemies with that weapon and bring them towards you, and you will attack with the fists if you do that. It's very useful. Again, here I'm going to cheese this enemy with the pillow talk so I can get rid of him quickly. I don't want to risk it. This fight or this checkpoint is very long for what it is, and when you don't have witch time, you just don't want to risk anything, you know. Even though this enemy is not that hard, you shouldn't really need the pillow talk, but I did it anyway. And there's the fact that there's a time limit. So, and this enemy has a lot of health, so I like to get rid of him as fast as possible. I won't be using the pillow talk like for everything. I mean, if you use the pillow talk for everything, you won't get the combo bonus, most probably. Oh, I think I will just use it for really tanky enemies so I can get rid of them a lot faster. You know, even though I will use the pillow talk as a normal weapon, like without the charge attack, because I think the only thing OP about the pillow talk is the charge attack. The rest is probably the same as the sword. So yeah, and then we have a Grace and Glory, and oh my god, these enemies without the witch time. You will be seeing me playing very safe right now. This is as safe as I can play. Like, look at this. They are so aggressive, and the Gaze of Despair doesn't help. Like at all. It just ruins everything. They are super aggressive with the Gaze of Despair, and I'm just trying to attack, do some attacks, do some Kilgore attacks, and pray that the rockets hit them, because the rockets do a lot of damage. And it worked a little bit. I mean, it didn't look good, but it did the job, you know. The job is done. And I'm not the best Bayonetta player. I mean, I played this game just for the trophies, but I love this game so much that I had to do something for this game, because it is so good. This game is amazing. And when I played this difficulty, I thought this was even better, even though it doesn't have witch time, but I like it this way. I don't know why, I just like it. It's very good. Then you have this boss. This boss is it's very easy. I just deflect his fireballs. You deflect his fireballs, you will get a lot of devil trigger magic if you deflect, and so you can use the wicked whiffs to your advantage and hit the boss like very hard. And that's it. Just parry the fireballs and you'll get it. this is not a pure platinum. The next one is kind of tricky because I didn't get enough combo points the first time. So I'm going to make sure that I have all the combo points. I'm going to use the lasso weapon or whatever it's called. I'm going to use the pivotal for normal attacks like I said before. And that's going to be it. Make sure to have a save anyway. Back up your save. I don't know how it works on PlayStation 4, but on PlayStation 3 and on PC you can back up your save and replace it if you get if you don't get a combo, a platinum on the combo category. You can always replace your save and continue with the checkpoint. It's always annoying to restart the whole chapter just because you didn't get a platinum in one category of the rank. It kind of sucks that happens, but it happens. So I'm going to try to attack him while he's in here so I can get some combo out of him. That's going to be it. I'm just going to do as much damage as I can so I can build up the combo. I can't do nothing fancy because he is constantly attacking you and you don't have witch time to to make him to have a window of attack. So you have to be always dodging. Stay as much time in the air, even though if you are in the air it's not safe. Not at all. His hitbox reaches the air, so. But be careful. Be constantly dodging and constantly attacking, because this enemy doesn't chill. And if you're doing this in the infinite climax, and infinite climax you have no window of opportunity to attack. Not at all. This is very hard, and that's the end of this chapter. It was very challenging. I still didn't get really destroyed. I mean, the Halfheim really destroyed me, but the Halfheim really destroyed me. But this chapter wasn't that bad, but the difficulty jump will come in the next chapter. Next chapter, first fight is gonna be John, if I'm not mistaken. And oh boy, John is amazing. And it appears there that the red skull, meaning that I died, but I don't remember dying, which is kind of weird. I don't really remember dying or restarting. I don't know why. I'm still confused why I got that red skull. I remember dying, but it was on the old save. It wasn't on the save that I replaced. So no, I don't know. I got the pure platinum, and that's what matters.